Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm glad to announce that we're going to put the Brian Molese triple homicide to rest. This is going to be the last part of this horrific crime. And thank God, because I hated going back to it. But this is going to be a really unbelievable but true story concerning Marcia. Now, Marcia is the mom of 5-year-old Harold, and of course, they both got killed. You can look at the last vlogs that I did, and you can figure out who Marcia is. Marcia, dad, apparently he was no good. Marcia had severed her ties with him just prior to her moving into the murder house, 24 Sandford Rd, Fairlawn. And so Marcia and Harold gets murdered. There's $600,000 life insurance policy still in effect for the both of them. And of course, Brian Molese became the beneficiary when they both died, Marcia and Harold. And so 1 year, 2 years, 3 years go by. Brian doesn't get arrested. And he's getting the idea that the insurance company just isn't going to pay him for any of the victims' policies, all three of them. There was $900,000 in total. So now the father and the grandfather of Harold gets into negotiations with Brian Molese. And to make a long story short, this man, whose grandson and daughter was murdered by that animal, gave him $8,000 for Brian to waive his executor and beneficiary rights so that he could collect the $600,000. And that's exactly what happened. So Brian Molese got his $8,000, and the father and grandfather, that piece of you-know-what, got the insurance company did pay it out to him, and he got $600,000. So now let's put this case to rest. Brian Molese was subsequently sentenced to 30 years to life, which he only really did 2 years for each murder, because 6 years later, after he was convicted, in 1990, he died from complications from the AIDS virus. And it's my understanding that his last year or two, he suffered greatly. He had a colostomy bag hooked up to him. He was in a prison hospital in Rahway, New Jersey, and he just deteriorated. That disease slowly killed him. So that's what happened to him. And I just wanted to give kudos to Dennis Callow, which was the prosecutor that handled that case. And I remember Dennis had a photograph of each one of the three victims on his desk. And he looked at those pictures for the 3 years that he worked this case until he brought it to fruition. And the other detective that was a great detective in this case was a man by the name of Frank Del Preti, who tirelessly did so much work, like 4 years worth of investigative work. And so I'd like to thank them, and I'd like to God bless the three victims who have no family members now. So if you guys want to say a prayer for the three people who lost their lives to that animal, that would be a great thing. So I want to end this vlog now concerning them. And I'd like to talk to you about the next vlog that's coming. Now, as most of you guys know or may not know, that one of the characters in my book is a woman by the name of Danielle Staub. And she's of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I didn't really want to get into her that much, but overwhelmingly, everybody was emailing me and they want to know about Danielle Staub and what the real story is. Now, there was a lawsuit that was filed by me and it was settled. So I can't talk about the settlement agreement, but that's not going to stop me about telling about her, about what she truly is, what she was then, and what she continues to be to this day. So that's what's coming next. And for you, those of you that don't know who she is, it's all in my book. And you can, it's still available on Amazon if you want, or you don't have to buy. I'm not trying to plug the book, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down my relationship with her from the first time I laid eyes on her until the end of the lawsuit. So stay tuned for that. And thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And God bless. Peace out.